devil in a red dress. Call 911, I'm a killer. You know I hate to confess. Bang, bang, got my hand on the trigger. The devil in a red dress. Call 911, I'm a killer. You know I hate to confess. Bang, bang, got my hand. Call
Yo, it's normal. It's normal for me to walk in here an hour late. Like, what's up? I know. Look, guys, I apologize. Okay. Trust me, you don't want to know the real reason why I'm late, right? Or do you? Or do you? Huh? Maybe we should get some funny like conspiracies on why DLD is late tonight. But you know what? You guys know me too well. The reality is that I just fell asleep. That's all. And Rich kept calling me because he's trying to get me to be like responsible and stuff. I know it's a difficult concept to grasp. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump in. We have an entertaining show tonight. Excuse me. I'm not going to be able to stay the whole normal 3.5 hours. All right, but we are going to have a fun time. We get a bunch of cool stuff, funny rather, a bunch of funny stuff to go over, and yeah, we're gonna talk about some very interesting mass casualty circumstances, and we're also gonna talk about a particular article that was written by somebody that my guest personally knows, and we're gonna review it together and debunk literally everything line by line. But y'all already know, you know. If you were watching John Crump live, you already know what we're talking about. So let's go ahead and jump in. So first off, if this is your first time watching DLD After Dark, you probably don't know that we take the time to greet every single channel member and every single person that's watching this stream. So if you're rewatching it or if you're watching it the first time, we usually take at least 10 minutes to say what's up to everybody. So I'd like to show some love to the folks that are coming and spending their night, hanging out with your boy. I'm just saying. Um, I also like to take a brief moment to congratulate who was first in chat. And in this case, tonight, we're congratulating Detective John Kimball, who wanted to discuss his religion of peace. And convert or die. Okay, that's all I'm saying. Convert or die. Detective John Kimball, congratulations for being first. Don't forget to convert or die, and I appreciate you being first. All right, so let's go through and say what's up to our channel members. You know what would be funny? What if I bring Rich in here now? You thought you had another 12 minutes. What if
Well,
I
I did
bring
get to go
Rich
to
in
the
here
fridge
now?
and come back.
What if I had Rich do the greetings to all the Chinnamembas? You
Well,
think
you
he could
already
pull it off?
started.
All I did was I greeted Detective John Kimball, who was first.
Okay, yeah, we could still see who's first. Then we have Senor Bob. Bob, thank you for joining us. Johnny Propane, evening. How's it going? Kurt24, the unofficial producer of many shows.
Dang, Rich is
Kurt24,
killing it.
working it hard. And let's see, we got Toy Town Inc. We love the Toy Town Inc.
Toy Town, what's up, brother?
Joe Morris, how you doing, buddy? How you doing? How's it going? And we got I can't read this one. Drew in
Well,
Oregon. That's it. Drew in Oregon.
you forgot Flying Rich. I'm pulling
Oh
him up
yeah.
on the screen for you.
Oh, okay, you are? All right. So
Is
Flying
that
Rich.
easier or
Hey, my buddy, how's it going?
he is by far the most favorite viewer of yours for sure.
Mhm. Definitely my favorite viewer, yes.
Mhm.
Yes, Drew in Oregon. Now that I read it right, how's it going? Long to
Special
wait.
shout out to
Aloha.
Drew, by the way, man. Drew, it has gone like way so far out of his way to help and support. Real quick, I know we're doing the intro, but I just want to say, um, most of you guys probably know. There may be a few people in here that don't, but basically, my business, the way that I've been providing for my family is DLD Hardware, and I about 2 weeks ago got shut down, and a combination of Everytown for Gun Safety, uh, uh, Bloomberg. What's the Bloomberg? Was Bloomberg Brady or what do they do?
Every town.
Okay, so Everytown and NBC4 squeezed me out of Shopify, and I had to completely. I lost all my ability to run payments, so I literally had to rebuild everything. A completely different website. It may look similar when you guys jump on there. It may look similar, but it's a completely different website. A completely new merchant processor, merchant portal, credit card processor, like all that stuff. For 2 days even, I had people literally paying with Cash App and PayPal. But I was blown away that so many people actually were, like, totally down to pay with Cash App and PayPal while I was waiting for my merchant services account to be activated, I guess, whatever you wanna call it. And, I finally have the new site up, and today was the first day in, like, 2 weeks that I actually received orders that people paid with credit cards, but I'm still missing, like I gotta upload, like, 50 more products to the website. So, DLD Hardware is, it's not bare, but it's very small amount of inventory of stuff, as far as products go, and, the merch store is not uploaded yet. I have to basically, that's gonna be the last thing I have to do. So the merch store will be uploaded soon, and, it'll definitely be this week. We're probably within the next, like, 2 days. I have to basically finish everything else, all the products, all the everything, and then once the whole shop is completely done, um, then I can plug in the merch store and get that back rolling too, which I know a lot of people want to because they want to be, taking part in the merch um, uh, giveaway thing that we're doing. So just stand by. We'll be, and no, we're not giving away merch. We're doing a contest and post a picture with some DLD merch and pissed out or a build or an assembly or gear or something. Just make it dope, make it funny. Remember, humor always wins, and the people are going to vote. I don't have any say in it. I don't get to do anything other than post pictures up online. The people vote. The people will vote for 5 finalists, and then the people will take those 5 finalists and organize them 1 through 5, and that'll be first place, second place, third place, fourth place, fifth place, so on and so on. So that's kind of what we're doing. So anyway, if you guys want to take a look, go to dldhardware.com. It is up, it is running, and all that. And there's still like 2/3 of the website that's not even touched. Okay, a whole bunch of stuff. It's like a template that has a whole bunch of stuff that has not been changed yet. So only the first like third of it is me and us, DLD Hardware. The rest of it is just trash that we're gonna have to change anyway. But I'm just trying to get as many um, products in as possible. So anyway, yeah. Sorry. Did you want to get back to it? Or do you want me to do it? What do you want to do?
Oh, I was totally getting distracted. So no, let's keep going. Drew in
You
Oregon. How about you, Drew? Left coasty.
is that the left coast?
It's
Oregon?
the left coast.
Oregon? Oh yeah, Oregon. I was thinking Ohio. I don't know why. Let's see. Toy Town. Kurt 24. Let me see. They changed it. You see, StreamYard changed it. Where if you're looking in chat, if they're a member and a mod,
Oh,
it's like it's.
well, I don't have that UI up, so.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Let's see. We got. There you go. I'll let you pick back up.
Maktaka, mother trucker.
Mother trucker. Let's see. Ooh, there we go.
Blue curtain burner. I don't know what that means, but it sounds cool.
Does sound cool. It does.
Ah, John Crump, the John Crump Live, who's thrown me under the bus every chance he gets.
I know we pick on you. It's so much fun. I can't, but hey, you guys pick back on me too.
I
and
got a
we
wife
pick
for
on-
that. What are you talking about? I
We
don't
pick on Crump.
Yeah, I guess we do.
This is Lightning McQueen. You are the kind of viewer I need. I literally go live like 15 minutes after 11. All right, an hour and 15 minutes late, and he's like, yo, right on time. Yes.
Lightning
You-
Scott, yeah, I got to apologize to him because I hit the wrong button. I put him in timeout when we
Oh.
were doing the hearing on the brace, the Supreme Court hearing on the braces.
Yikes. All right.
Zanty Misfit,
Mm-hmm.
good guy, hopping on all of our channels. Barton Fink, I talked to the other day. Crypto, what is this emblem there?
Oh no.
I can't see.
Oh, it's the old please
Oh, the
stand
please
by.
stand by. Oh, okay, cool.
That's cool. Crypto, he says, oi, it's almost bedtime. The fuck. Let's see. Xanti,
For
Kurt,
some of us, we already had bedtime.
some of us. I had like an hour of bedtime. Sorry guys. I text Rich at 9:50. I was like, I'm gonna take a 10-minute nap. He busted out laughing. He's like, no way. No, you're not. I was like, good night. It's like, there's no way you're gonna wake up in 10 minutes. And it's not like, I mean, that like you turn the stream on before 10. Like you don't sleep till 10. Okay, sorry. I know.
And, well, wait. And then you said, okay, yeah, I'm up. I'm like, oh, take a 5-minute nap. You deserve it. Just
yeah.
And you did.
Yeah. Oh, that was on accident because I fell asleep with my phone on my chest like that. I was out, dude. I only slept for like 4 hours last night, which generally wouldn't be an issue if I hadn't slept for like 4 hours the night before that. And then like 3 or 4 hours the night before that, and so on and so on. We got Not My Name in the building. What's up, Not My Name? Great to see ya. Also with Chanamemba, Crypto, Ed Zachary, both Chanamembas, Barton Fink, Johnny Propane, Chanamembas. Let's see. We're going through. Hey, Agarizer. What's up, brother? Great to see you also with Chanamemba. Flying Rich, Kurt 24. Let's see. Agarizer, Kurt 24. Your name, 69th. Welcome. Mark Tucker, Agarizer, let's see, Drewski. Hell yeah, man. Seriously, you did more than you'll ever know. Let's see, we got Aggie. Who else? Flying Reich. Oh, that's great. Agarizer, Mark Tucker, Agarizer, Blue Curtain Burner, Barton Fink. Hey, there he is, Z. We got Z. What's up, bro?
Zed,
Also with Chanamemba. We got Taco Syndicate. It says, I'm Lyric and great to see you, man. Also with Chanamemba. Let's see. Z, Mark Taco Syndicate.
What
Drew.
airport is right in your neighborhood and is completely abandoned?
What neighborhood is,
Airport.
or I mean, I'm sorry, what airport is in my neighborhood and completely abandoned?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is your neighborhood. I might be wrong.
There's one that's like, I mean, it's not in my neighborhood, but it's probably like a half an hour from me. It's called. I'll text it to you.
It's got like 4 runways, terminals.
See, this is more of like an airstrip, though. What I just said.
Maybe. Yeah, no, it wouldn't be that. Unless I'm not looking at the right area.
Could it be Reagan?
Nah. What that is?
Where did this come from?
I don't know. I'm just looking at my timeline.
Hey, another order from DLD Hardware. Hey, I appreciate you guys. Anyone that placed an order. Let's see. I can't see if there's a note or anything in there, but to the person that placed an order from DLD Hardware, thank you. I appreciate you. Let's see. Senor Bob, Ed Zachary, and we got Mike McClune, the goon. What's up, fellas, gentlemen? Good to see you. We got the honorable mentions in the building. We got Damien, my brother in Christ. Great to see you. We got Mr. James. I skipped tying my shoes, tripped on the laces, and dumped myself and beers on the ground. That sucks. Dude, the worst possible thing in the world is shattered beer stinking glass all over the place. Like that's the worst. Uncle Bob. Let's see, Mr. BS. What's up, Mr. BS? Great to see you. See Kurt 24, Mike McClune, Joe Morris, my guy. Great to see you. I'm plainly not clever enough, having lost several playlists and whatnot. I've never made a playlist on YouTube in my life. Cali Prepper, my guy, great to see you. Appreciate you. Lightning McQueen as well. Let's see. Let me make sure. Hey, Rip Crow Readiness. What's up, bro? DLD Hardware isn't bare. It's streamlined. Yeah, I got a bunch of stuff. Yeah, bro, I saw that. Yo, hey, no lie, live life. I just saw that before I came on, and I meant to thank you when I first saw you. But get this: those punches, once you have them, you will be like, yo, why did I ever use any other punches? They are literally. Matter of fact, let me grab one and show y'all. Hold on. Mark Tucker, Okay, so the dopest thing about this, first off, when you get them, it's just a little sack with punches, and it says DLD on it right here. Live life. I'm gonna take you down just for the purpose of this. Okay. All right. So these are the punches, right? They just look like, inexpensive punches. And actually, one of these punches that look literally identical to another company that rhymes with Schmaunels sells one of these punches for $15, and the whole kit is on sale for, I think it's like 12, 11.99, 12, something like that, about $12. Anyway, these punches are slimline punches, so they are designed to be used in conjunction with an R15 receiver. So get this. So I know what you're thinking. It's just a normal punch, right? Till you turn it sideways. Check this out. It is flat. Let me get out of the way. It's flat. It's got a I guess almost half of it, a little less than half of it, a third of it chopped off, and it is a slab side punch, so it can sit alongside the side of a receiver and be hit specifically to install things like roll pins and not totally mar up the finish. Now, here's the other thing. If you've ever had a hellacious time starting roll pins, guess what? This one is the same. It's also a flat slab side. All right, you see that little, let me, there you go. You see how it's flat right there? Well, guess what this one does? It literally holds the roll pin in and lets you bang that ish in. And sometimes your roll pins get kind of jacked up and they get marred up and they start to close. Well, worry not, little one, because you can use this to re-punch a hole into the roll pin. This is also got the flat slab side. These are just the coolest punches ever, and they're literally like $12, dude. There you go. You can see how flat it is right there. It's cut. The flattest one is the one that is literally intended for the roll pin, which is this guy right here. And it's just got the standard small punch, but small, uh, and two medium, and a roll pin punch starter, roll pin starter punch. Yeah, whatever. So for $12, it's actually a really good deal. And you support your boy. So yeah, just wanted to show those off. So you'll see Live Life when you get them, and thank you for the support. You will not be upset at all. You're gonna love them. Did I see a goon beam in here? Hold on, let me see. I think hollow point punch would work well with a roll pin. Yes, that's the hollow point. Hey, One Love Design, bro. Good to see you, man. Let's see. Ripco readiness. Great kid. Thank you. Appreciate it. One Love Design, man. I hope you're doing well. Good to see you back in the streams. And I know we emailed a little bit between me, you, Rich, Crump, but hope you're doing well. Yeah, hit me up. Z, I'm thinking about using a plane to pay for my private pilot.
So he was asking about the DA-20, the Diamond aircraft. It uses a Rotax. So the Rotax, is it a two-stroke? There's something about the Rotax, and you have to keep the RPMs up at idle. So it's kind of a odd thing.
Mm.
So you're running at higher idle, higher RPM on a normal basis because there's a gear reduction drive, and to keep the gear loaded, you got to have it at a certain RPM. Otherwise, you can destroy the gear reduction drive on that. So it's kind of a weird thing. I really like airplanes powered by like Homing or Continental engines, where they're from the ground up designed for aircraft, and not that the Rotax isn't, well, or is, I forget if the Rotax was a snowmobile engine first.
This is so interesting.
Oh well.
No, I mean, I just don't know anything about it. Keep going. So you can fly snowmobiles?
So like Coaming or Continental, which is a ground-up design for an aircraft engine, is designed to run max 2,700 RPMs and have the propeller bolted on the end of the crankshaft. A lot of these systems, what the weak point is the reduction drive, because most piston engines you're going to be getting max horsepower around 5,000 RPMs. That's why aircraft engines are piston engines are so horribly inefficient, because they're designed to run at 2,700 RPMs for like an unlimited amount of hours, whereas most automobile engines aren't designed to run at max horsepower for an unlimited amount of hours.
Mm.
And you can look at things like 24 Hours of Le Mans or the 24 Hours of Sebring, Daytona, I'm sorry. Sebring, I think, is 12 hours. All of these endurance races are really hard on these types on regular piston engines because, first off, most cars racing in these events are ground up designed to run 24 hours balls to the wall. It's not, if it's Corvette, it is not anywhere near a stock Corvette engine or a Porsche 911. It's nowhere near a stock Porsche 911 engine in these cars. So people think they could save money by putting like an LS swap in an airplane. You really don't save any money. There's still a lot of expense that goes into it to make it right.
Mm.
And you're getting something that's horrifically less reliable. So
Interesting.
airplane engines belong in airplanes.
And cars engines belong in car
Although there was a
engines.
case during the Baja 1000, people were using like V6 outboard engines and liquid cooling them to drive dune buggies, and that worked pretty good.
I imagine that could work. 2 up, 2 down. What's up, bro? Good to see you. Let's see. Zachary Ripco readiness. Black on black. Avid sells that. How much does Avid sell that for? I'd be curious to know. Curious to know. They're going to come in handy over the next few projects. Awesome. Oh, I didn't see this. One low design. I've been down but not out. Lost my job and been searching for the past 11 months. Well, we're thinking about you, bro, and we're praying for you. And I know you got this. You got this. Stand up, look yourself in the mirror, and just scream, "I got this." You know what I'm saying? Every now and then, just kind of to
I
be
gotta say, like, I'm
good
between
vibe.
jobs right now, and I always look at it as, I'm a day closer to getting that job. In fact, I got interview number 4 tomorrow for this job.
Nice. Yeah, well, I'll hit it 1 second. Grand Life AJ, what's up, bro? Just came in. DLD, where can I find them at? You can go to dldhardware.com. Only $12, not bad at all. Yep, I know, not bad. Real Avid sells that punch set. Nice. We probably got it from the same place in China. I'm just saying. Thank you, Kurt. I appreciate you. Thank you, Dark. Your messages mean more than I can express. That's awesome, man. Thank you, bro. Um, if we can do anything to support each other, then we need to. We need to do the things. They have non-two-stroke for larger engines. Ron Bear, what's up, bro? Thought you weren't on tonight, so I watched a movie with the wife. How goes it, friends? Great to see you, bro. Sinus, yes. Snowmobile engine first. Agorizer, M. Gabriel, what's up, bro? Good to see you. She's flying rage. Let's see. Anthony Smith, what's up, bro? I've bent so many punches, dude. I know. If your punches aren't like like a letter Z, then you're not building enough. Yeah, they have beefed up crank and cap and journals. Oh, so you guys know a whole bunch of stuff about this stuff. Does Rich drive a Tesla or a Mercedes?
Neither.
Neither. Neither or neither? Neither. Neither.
Either. Neither.
Neither. 9.
9. 9. I drive a Toyota with a Lexus badge on it.
Mm-hmm. Rich is applying to be an escort. Okay, so let me get back on that. Oh, he said, I got this. You and Rich are at the top of my prayers. Thank you, bro. Well, here's the thing. I'll be real. Hey, Nate D, what's up, bro? Good to see you. JC Neener, what's up, man? I did fall asleep again. You missed the part where I said I fall asleep again. I just said falled. Yo, okay. I'm sorry, guys. I'm still
English
sleepy.
much?
English. Okay, so here's the deal. So I had to take a real long, honest, probably the most important part, honest look at myself. And over the last like 7-ish, maybe 7, 8 years, over the last 7 or 8 years, I've been doing stuff that I just didn't feel like authentically like that I was making a good positive impact on. So I didn't want to keep throwing on a suit, dressing up in business attire,
How will
pretending to be
John's wife know
something.
who you are?
That's true. That's true. Me in street clothes, she would not recognize me at all. Um, I didn't want to be like pretending to be something that I wasn't. So yes, I could have gone, and I'm still doing some other stuff on the side, right? Like I don't want people to think like, well, he doesn't do any videos and he doesn't do any, so he doesn't do. Dude, there's so much stuff to do every single day when you run a business. It is insanity. There's never enough
Like
time.
clean your house. Like clean your house would be a good one.
Cleaning my house is helpful too. But I had to look and be like, all right, do I want to continue to get a job and every 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 whatever years detach and go somewhere else and get another job and go through the whole BS, and I don't want to do that anymore, and I don't want to do something that I don't love or enjoy doing. So I was just like, I'm not going to do it anymore. I'm going to go balls deep into DLD Hardware and run my own business, and who knows, maybe one day be able to provide other people with an opportunity of employment too. So that's what I decided to do. I didn't want to, just
Did
jump.
you join future Jordan Finrose of the world?
I did not, although that
No.
would be a great little networking group to create. A lot, Lizard. It's so funny. Jonah called me. I didn't answer, and the first thing he did was go to YouTube to see if I was live. Sorry, I didn't know you were live. Alive.
Alive.
I am currently alive.
That's very pertinent, Jonah.
Yes. So you know what? I made that call, but it was not easy. The first, if things didn't occur the way that they did, it would be even more difficult. And trust, I am like, after being, attacked and taken down, like I am literally almost running out of money. But again, blessings on blessings on blessings. The Lord will provide, and that's I'm doing my thing. And I'm gonna work it out. You know what I'm saying?
I
So
hate saying I live paycheck to paycheck. Actually, it was probably much worse for 8 years. I was horrifically in effing debt. So
another person just ordered a set of punches. Yo, you guys are awesome. For real. You guys are awesome. Appreciate y'all. Sorry, go ahead, Rich.
so the ability to like have money in the bank and not worry about shit is a big deal. It's a big,
Yeah.
you know, I don't want to say anything, but I had a massive amount due the IRS between personal and business. We're
Mm-hmm.
talking, and it's like, all right, paid it.
I guess. Yeah. I was gonna say something. I want to say something that'll say something about saying something. Yeah, I mean, it's I don't know. This has probably been the most difficult 4 years for people around our age.
Sure.
Even though some things had gotten better, uh, shit's been really, really tough, really difficult. And not only that, I just lost somebody again
Oh,
due to
jeez.
the Chinese illness called fentanyl. It's ridiculous, man.
The Chinese plague of fentanyl.
Yeah, I mean they want to use this as a tool, as a weapon against our country to destabilize us and to destroy us and to kill us. Now, in this case, they took a young, beautiful girl that was a single mother, and now she's gone, and she will be gone forever.
Worse yet, orphaned her
Two
daughter. Is it
kids, two
two
kids.
kids?
Yep, and single mom, two kids, and
Oh,
she's gone. Now
but you said her parents are really good,
her
right?
parents are great. Yeah.
That's tough, man. That's I they've it's amazing. What is war? Is war pushing a crazy amount of drugs across the border every week that would kill every man, woman, and child in this country? I mean, is that war where like you're a cop and you touch this and die?
Well, let me say this. What is war? And Jonah, stick around, don't leave. What is war? What is the purpose of war? Goal of war?
Well, I think a couple of things. War is of course a war of attrition. It's a war of attrition of financial resources and manpower, or human lives. And basically, nobody has won a war in a very long time because the vanquished or the loser has to submit, and nobody's saying, "Time out, I'm done."
Yeah.
That's not happening. That hasn't happened in 50 years for the most part.
Yep.
Um, Technically, we're still in the Korean War, or is it Vietnam?
Probably both.
Because we never signed a peace treaty. But so it's pretty crazy, and I, I'm just terrified. I don't think China would ever go to war with us unless they so devastate us with, I don't fill in the blank, whether it's drugs, whether it's porn on the internet, or whatever it may be. And
Or
I'm trying to be a better Christian, and it's like I'm scrolling through Instagram, and you know what I see all the time when I scroll through Instagram?
TNA.
Crazy looking women I like to look at, and I'm like, I'm not looking at,
And they've got it narrowed down to like your type. They
Oh
know
yeah,
this is
oh
how
yeah,
sick they are.
oh
And
yeah.
don't ask how I've learned to know your type. But
Yeah, I mean, if you pause just enough on an image going by, whoop, they notice that.
yeah,
It knows.
the slightest. I mean, they're reading you. They're reading you. So
Oh, totally.
JC9 nailed it. The purpose of war is the annihilation of your enemy at any cost.
Hmm.
Now, we're literally dealing with that right now with JC9 also said, I mean, you and I literally had a whole conversation about this. I think me, you, and Crump did. Yeah, TikTok is absolutely terrible. Um, so JC9 mentioned this. You, and Crump, I believe, were the ones having a conversation about this yesterday. The cartel and the Communist Party of China working together to destabilize our country. Now, here's the interesting thing. If you look at the demographic of is the who's doing opiates, right? Who is the number one user of opiates? And the answer is who is the DOJ's.
White males, what, over 18?
Yeah,
Basically military age men.
exactly. And that it's I think it's like 18 to, you know, 30 something or 40 or whatever, 45 maybe, whatever. It is like it falls right in alignment with military age males. Now, the interesting thing is like I get it, right? Like people are like, okay, people do drugs, that's their choice. But this is a different game, guys. Like now, like people used to relapse and be like, "Oh man, I got to start my count over." Right now, people relapse, gone forever. One thing, and what people don't realize is that instead of them going and like shooting heroin or something like that, if they've been clean for a long time, they're like, I won't go do heroin because it's dangerous. I don't know what's in it, but I'll go do a pill, snort a pill, shoot a pill, whatever, right? Eat a pill. And they don't realize that the pills are counterfeit fentanyl pills that are expertly made to look exactly like the
Hmm.
originals. And boom, they are gone, thinking that they could do, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of one pill that they used to do 20 of, you know what I mean? Like, and one pill, boom, they're gone. And it's crazy. It's crazy. So, but here's the thing. What are we fighting for in a war? What are we fighting for? We're fighting for, like JC9 said, the annihilation of our enemy at any and all costs, right? Could it be acquisition of their resources? Maybe, right? Could it
Well, that's
be
what China's doing globally with their, what is it, Belt and Road Initiative, that they're loading money to all of these countries to do all
Mhm.
sorts of things. And if they go
Africa?
bankrupt, well, we own that resource now.
Africa. I mean, literally, it's in Africa. But look, look at all the land next to Travis Air Force Base that's owned by Flannery and Associates or whatever, which is a CCP company. They own like I'll have to pull up the picture and show you guys. It is a sickening amount. Which, by the way, I would just like to go on record and say that I received that information by watching Black Scout Survival. So I do watch Black Scout
Oh,
Survival.
by the way,
Can't.
there's a sale on Turkesterone right now.
Oh, come on, come on. Did you see that one video? the Never mind. Okay, so it was somebody else. It was another content creator that you sent me that was pushing Turkesterone.
Yeah, full Joseph Watson.
Yeah, that guy.
I hate to say I used to love the guy. Now it just seems like he's a commercial shill. But whatever. I mean, we all got to make money, right?
Look, you see me selling Turkesterone. I mean, look, if I'm sharing something, it's because I at least believe in the shit. That like the worst case is if you come to a DLD stream, you're gonna leave with an OTF knife, a jig, and a PR trigger and a Gideon red dot, or yeah, like it's gonna be shit that you can actually use, right? You're not gonna be like, so I
Safety
met
Harbor
this
Firearms.
the 50 BMG, right? Um, you're not gonna be like, so I found this guy on YouTube and I ordered a supplement and I'm gonna start filling myself with chemicals because I think I kind of trust him. Seems like a good guy. I don't know. Do you guys want some DLD
You,
Flintstone
you
vitamins
lost
or,
a
or what?
viewer when you said you wouldn't pimp Turkesterone.
Maybe they went to go watch his live stream and then come right back after. Maybe
So yeah, I got like one or two messages from Cirrus Firearms today.
Turkesterone. Hit the thumbs up, Evan. Good to see you, bro. Don't know if you guys saw that on my website. When you go to DLD Hardware, it has a big pop up on the top, and it says, we've been attacked, and we're getting a new website built together, and all this. And at the very bottom, it says #free CRS, exactly like this. So appreciate you. I watched
Oh
Octopus
shit! Look
Murders.
what Jonah just posted.
That's how people do business with me. They find me some sketchy guy on the internet and give me $10,000 for night vision. What?
Oh, did I read that wrong?
That's how people do business with me. They find some sketchy guy on the internet and give me $10,000 for night vision. I don't think I know what you mean.
Oh, I
Um,
thought he was saying they find somebody that they paid $10,000 and then they find him.
oh yeah, if you were trying to say that, Jonah, God bless you. I don't know what what you're doing or what you were trying to say, but I don't
But
think I don't think
I
he's saying people usually get robbed for $10,000.
and should I do a give send go to fund my Gatling gun project? I mean, if you want to give somebody that doesn't need money a lot, I mean, to
Yeah,
survive.
yeah.
I mean, I need money.
I wouldn't.
If
I
you
would- I
want to
wouldn't do
donate ammo or to the part supply,
Yeah, no.
it's going to cost like $1,000 to build this thing.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't. Do
Bob didn't donate anything.
that. I would just contact companies and ask them. Oh, and by the way, shout out to DB. DB, I got a notification that he's the guy that when he comes in, he's like DLMFD, DL mother D. And then he always types Monica. Shout out to you, my guy, because he sent me a little care package. And I think a lot of people have like jumped in and trying to do things to
Ooh,
like boost
Josh,
my
we got
spirits.
medium
And
Josh out there.
hey, Black Diamond Guns and Gear, my guy, Josh. Good to see you. Josh, you're welcome to come on and chat for a little bit. Yeah, if you want to. I know you're a busy man. Fluffy Bunny Arsenal, what's up, bro? Yeah, Rich would never ask for free.
Yeah.
That's funny.
What?
But I want to give a shout out to Jonah. Okay, I literally would not have a website right now if it was not for Jonah. Jonah has spent like the last 10 days with me going through and help. I mean, dude, Jonah is a godsend. He has been just every day, 2-3 times a day, getting on the phone with me and walking through just every single possible aspect of like, and I've never met like just a dude with the patience of a special needs teacher helping me. Like I'm like, yeah, I kind of want that font a different shade of white. And he's like, oh, let's try this. Oh no, that changes that. Let's try this. That changes that. That's weird. This what about this? What about the foreground? What about the background? What about the middle ground? What about the okay, that's not that. What about this? Should we try the theme or should we try this? No, let's try this. Oh, that's way too big. Oh my goodness, that's so small. It is like literally two artards trying to figure it out. But I'm the two artards and he's the smart one. But dude, thank you, Jonah. You have no idea. And shout out to I don't want to put anybody's business out there, but to the folks that reached out to Jonah and bought guns, suppressors, and he is an SOT, so he's helping people get gear, and I mean it's awesome. So this
Night Vision Guru.
yeah, dude, he helped another viewer get night vision. He helped another viewer get two very nice high dollar cans. He helped another person get a knight's rifle. And then he helped a bunch of people get PWSs because he's obsessed with them. But it's like this is the beauty of a community. Kurt bought a Glock 17 barrel. I don't even think he's building a 17. All you guys have been helping so much, man, and it gives me so much more like faith in the community. So I appreciate all you guys so much. Okay, so cans giggity. Go hit up Joner, dude. I got such a huge Joner right now. Hey Gerchop, good to see you, man. Warsaw, what's up, bro? Good to see you. Big Mac Defense. Bug Mac Defense. Okay, I guess he changed the name. I'm just kidding. Big Mac Defense. I know sometimes I mess up and I call it like Big Mac. What do I call it? I call it like Big Mac Customs or something. And he's like, yeah, Big Mac Defense. But Big Mac Defense. If you hit up Jonah with Big Mac Defense, he'll actually make the mistake of giving you his phone number, and then you can constantly call
I
him.
text him, but he says he hates getting texted.
Faith in the community. I hate to break it to you, but there's a lot of bad apples in the community. I mean, yeah, just like anything
people
else.
don't do videos gloating that Cirrus firearms got demonetized. And
yeah, I mean, guys, don't like go on YouTube and search Alan Powell and look up at the video of him flaunting, literally saying the words "Hallelujah." Mrs. CRS was banned on PayPal. Hallelujah. Mrs. CRS was demonetized on YouTube. Hallelujah. Like cheering the fact that she has been hurt and is losing money. Hallelujah, CRS is locked up. Hallelujah, she's being like, you are such a dirtbag, dude. It is literally pitiful that you are celebrating somebody's misfortune. But no, I get you, Warsaw. I know what you're saying. I'm sharing gratitude for the good people in here. Lots of
Tim
really good
Harper
people.
says he made a video about him a year ago.
Oh, Alan
So
Powell made it.
now I'm gonna get upset if I don't get a video made. Of
So
me.
it was a specific situation where the ATF took Dark got a
Oh,
Jonah
okay.
Bona. Yeah, more Beta Prince. What's up, bro? Good to see you. Yeah, he made a video because the ATF took his gat.
Oh, right.
Yeah. All right, so let's do this. Sorry guys, I know we only took the first 52 minutes to say hi. No, we're chilling. We're chilling. Hey, I got another favor to ask. Well, now we have to sit here in silence until your second chat comes. So, I do want to go through the article.
Oh,
I do
hold on.
want
I'll be right back.
to expose the lies. Thank goodness. I thought he would never leave. Jonah Weiss, want to buy one in the next few months? What's the best way to reach you? What are you guys talking about? Evan Budzinski, good to see you, by the way. I think I mentioned that earlier. Alan Powell used my video and blamed me for the pistol brace ban. He blamed you for the pistol brace ban? Gape! All right, so what is this?
I don't know, but it just came off my printer. This is part of something that belongs on the floor.
This
Obviously.
was
So I believe it's the bottom. So so you would hold. There's two handles to hold the Gatling gun, and then you push like here for the trigger. It's like a thumb trigger.
don't you find it funny that there's two handles on it, yet you have to crank it? So
Yeah, well, I guess you crank, so it's going to go together something like this.
yeah, those are the sights right there.
Yeah,
Now,
so I guess that,
hold on. So does that have sights in it, or are you going to go back and install sights in it?
well, the sights, they're going to be spring detented and pop up like on an angle,
Yeah,
like right here.
but are there like sights inside of that, or
No, this is the sight.
oh, it's literally just a hole? So you don't go and put like an M16 front sight in the front or anything.
No.
So you're just looking through holes.
Yeah, because the barrels are rotating. It's it fires at the same clock
Yeah.
position.
From what I understand, it's roughly 160 MOA. Just kidding. Two handles. It's ambi, bro. Yeah. Gangster get. Well, Rich, I have a spade grip from an M60 if you need. Oh, dude, if you. So I heard. We'll talk offline. Never mind. JC9, I saw that. It was pretty bad. ATF cannot disassemble. Oh, dude. Okay, we're doing this. Hold on. I didn't expect to see him go live again while I'm live. Okay, hang on. ATF cannot disassemble Glock. Supposedly, subject matter experts allegedly. So please listen.
Are you doing that with one hand while on the phone?
Okay, first off, let me just say this. That was only the portion that played in my story. Okay, that wasn't the whole thing. Secondly, I could have literally disassembled every single Glock on the table at that point. Okay, and the funnier thing is he took an OEM Glock, tried desperately to get the slide off that bad boy, while the lady was holding the PF9 40V2 frame, the polymer 80 frame, and Diddle Prick or whatever his name is like,
Wait,
he's gonna build a new gun for you. Hold on. So you pulling the slide off of
off
a
a gun and putting it
and
on.
moving, that's building a new okay, all right. We like this. Okay, so
He should work for the ATF if he can do that.
he should represent the entire organization nationally. How about that? Hold on, let me change the audio.
Would it be easier if I played it?
It's okay. That's the best. Her face is like,
And Doodlebug is like, is that a gun? Is that a real gun? Is it safe to do that? I've never seen one of those before.
Can only the top part hurt me too? Okay, hold on. So let me. Oh, come on.
Seriously, it's like the RCA Victor Dog or something.
Dude, it is absolute insanity.
So you have to take one gun, rack the slide back and forth, put it down, take another gun, rack the slide, pop the slide off, and then you can put it. That's how you do it.
Dude, where did. Hold on.
You know what we need to do? We need to take that video and cut it with, like the 12-year-old Russian girl totally dismantling an AK and reassembling it.
Hold on. Are you telling me is that a real thing?
No, but I want to do it right now.
But like, does that video actually exist?
What, the 12-year-old Russian girl disassembling and reassembling
Is
an AK?
there a girl that can disassemble an AK in 12 seconds?
We need to cut those two together.
Oh, dude, that would be hilarious. Okay, you know what? All right, we're going to do this live on camera. Okay. All right. Get ready. You can time me. You kind of like shooter ready. Beep.
All right, hold on. Okay. Let me. Oh, wait, I got a stopwatch. Better yet, ready and hold on. Let me pull up the clock. Clock is on page 2. And stopwatch. And ready. 3, 2, 1. Beep.
Done.
2.34 seconds.
Okay, now let's make this a little more interesting, okay? But I'm not a subject matter expert. So there's that. Okay, so I'm gonna set it down. Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me switch my mic back. Hang on. My audio.
ATF agent ready?
ATF agent almost ready. Hold on. I need some nicotine.
ATF subject matter expert ready?
Okay, so the GUN is on the table. The striker's engaged, so I'll have to actually press the trigger and then put, okay.
Okay, ready?
Right.
Shooter ready?
You're ready.
3, 2, 1. Beep.
Off.
I think I was a little late, so it might be only 3.5 seconds. I got 3.78. But
all right, hang on. We're about to do this again.
I'm just gonna go beep this time.
All right.
Where's your hands? I don't see your hands. All right.
Do I need to do it from hostage? What? Oh, I didn't know you were doing the beep.
Uh-oh. All right, we'll redo that. Ready? Beep.
Off.
That was 3.5 seconds.
I mean, it is absolutely absurd that anyone who okay, and I know
Mobedded Prince. How fast will YouTube kill the stream? Beep.
Yeah, I know, right? The funny thing is, though, is like, okay, I'm not like saying, "Oh, guys, look how fast I can take apart a Glock." I'm saying the fact that he cannot is
Right.
appalling.
The first time I took apart a Glock, I did it in less than half the time this guy
Keep
did.
going, keep going. I'm gonna say why this is a problem. Keep going.
So actually, I just want to show off. I don't know if Mo Beta Prince knows I'm printing the Gatling gun from Noble, but yeah, I am printing the living mother F out of this crap. So that's the pinion gear that rotates ish, and so this is where the barrel's attached. So these are the 3D printed bolt carriers. So Gatling guns are striker fired. And what that means is, even though I bought 6 bolts and 6 barrels, the I'm not using the carrier. I'm chopping off the gas rings, and a Gatling gun typically is striker fired. So it's the whole carrier gets modified to be basically a striker fired carrier.
Striker,
Striker,
Cloud Striker.
fundraiser.
Okay. I believe that this may prove something. Rich, would you mind if I elaborate?
Sure.
So first, let me reassemble this difficult piece of machinery. Done.
You're done. Oh, okay.
Okay. Here's an issue. Issue number 1. Do you recall the conversation that we had with all the Sport Brain? Good to see you, bro. Bending Ballistics, what up? Vanessa Kitty. John Doe, good to see you. Take down the AR blindfolded and reassemble it. I could do that for sure. I would expect that all of you could do that. Okay, so do you recall the conversation that we had the other day about one of the problems that we're going to be facing in the Supreme Court with the frame and
Bump stock?
receivers rule?
To a frame receiver. No, I don't remember a specific conversation, but I'll tell you what I'm terrified of is they have no freaking clue. Most of them,
Oh,
Clarence Thomas does,
they have
Alito does.
absolutely no clue. The only thing that they can reference is the Second Amendment. And these are Supreme Court justices that believe that the Second Amendment gives people superpowers. Not that your rights come, there are natural rights that come from being born or come from God, or they believe that your rights are granted by the Second Amendment. It's appalling. But here's the issue. So the frame and receiver issue is they are saying that someone like this man that took more than 60 seconds to take the slide off of a Glock had built a Polymer 80 in 21 minutes.
Oh, I honest to God, I think everybody gets that 21-minute quote from like Jordan Vinro. I don't mean to be throwing Jordan under the bus, but I think one of his guys somewhere said, "Oh yeah, you can build it in 20 minutes."
No,
one of
this
the
was
CBS, whatever.
remember the NBC F head?
Was NBC?
Yeah, the NBC dirtbag had it built. By the way, it was built by a felon, and it was built and then like transferred to somebody else. They literally broke like 3 laws while they did this.
Oh
shit,
yeah,
okay?
like
And
jurisdiction.
then transferred
all
it out
that.
of state, and then took it to LA. Like what? You cannot do any of this. If I did that, I would literally be in jail right now. Anyway, the Supreme Court, the question that it is being posed to the Supreme Court is 21 minutes readily convertible? Not does the ATF even have this, ability to make, laws based off of these rules or whatever. The question that is being posed to them is if somebody can build one of these frames in 21 minutes, would the Supreme Court, DB, yo, brother, I literally just gave you a shout out like 5 minutes ago, maybe 10 minutes ago. But shout out to you, DB. I appreciate you. and that hand stop that he sent care package, the hand stop that you sent, if you're cool with it, I'm going to include that in the giveaway stuff too. So shout out to DB for showing some love. Thank you, man. So really quickly, Rich, so I can almost see into the future that they're going to say, of course, being able to, build an unserialized handgun with no serial numbers and blah, blah, blah. I mean, the ghost gun aspect, which pisses me off. But being able to do that within 21 minutes would be readily convertible. I think that's what they would say. I, of course, don't care. I don't care how long it takes you. I don't care how quick it takes you. I don't care. It doesn't change anything about our rights, right? However, aside from me building a lemonade stand of polymer 80s and handing them out if they become illegal, maybe I'll sell them for 5 cents, but I got pallets of them bitches. But here's my thing. 21 minutes. I believe that they will say that they see that as readily convertible, and then therefore, boom, we get effed over with frames and receivers. You get what I'm saying? When I
yeah.
can look at that and say there is absolutely no way at all that any of these kids can build one in 21 minutes. And if they do, it's because they did exactly that. They literally took the slide off of an OEM Glock and slid it
Right.
over an
Right.
incomplete frame. There's no way they built it in 21 minutes. But that is one of the questions that is going to determine if frames and receivers, unfinished frames and receivers, are legal in the future. And then, sorry, this is pissing me off. And then the other thing is, even though it is completely disingenuous, if they say somebody built one in 21 minutes, okay, I need proof. I'm being petty. I need proof. I need to see that you made it. I need to see that you built it. I need to see that it functions. Or the FPC needs to turn around and fight the 21-minute thing. But they're like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it took 21 hours or 21 seconds. Because
Or I mean, like 8 hours in a fully equipped machine shop being readily convertible. What can't you build?
and why do you think they landed on that 8 hours in a fully furnished machine shop?
Look at Eagle Run. I think you told Eagle Run a story you told me.
I fuss for hours over mine. I ain't banging one out in the alley with a screwdriver. I am a fucking craftsman.
Oh, I thought
Bro.
he said alley key. Oh, I read it too
Oh,
fast.
no. Dude, yes, absolutely. I'll take a weekend to build a frame. Seriously, like no exaggeration. I mean, sometimes I'll do it in one
Oh
setting.
no, I like with a grinder. I made my own fret cutters. I'm like nip, shave a little bit, bam, rack the slide. I'm on.
So you're telling me you snip the tabs
Mm-hmm.
and then you drill the holes and
Yep.
then you remove the channel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I use the end mill. I got the end mill for that.
Hold on, you buzz through the channel with the end mill?
Oh yeah.
That
Well,
that
usually no. You know what? I usually grab like the dikes and I'll cut like X cut it and then parallel cut it, and then I'll just with the end mill I'll round it out.
yeah, I can't say that that's a good move. So in my experience, I've only built a few, but in my experience, snipping the majority of the material out of the channel is you're putting your frame at less risk of compromise the integrity of the LBRS rails or the
Mm-hmm.
LBRS prongs, and it's easy to cause an issue either by melting them down because of the speed of the rotary tool, or you could very easily take a chunk out of them or whatever. But um, I say use a hand tool, cut through. You can snip them. You can use a razor blade. You can use. Usually, what I do is I literally take a razor blade and I'll run down and I'll do like 4 swipes down, and then I'll come back and do cross sections out, and plastic will just go flying out everywhere, like at 1,000 miles an hour, just pa-ting, pa-ting, pa-ting. And then I'll go through and I'll clean it up. I'll do some finishing work with a rotary tool, but for the most part, I'll just go back with hand files and
Yeah,
take
but
it.
I was going to say with the rotary tool, you're polishing for the most part.
It depends what you're using. You know what? For me, yeah, I'm
Yeah.
basically smoothing it out. You know, I'm removing, but not all the material gets removed. I have gone back with the 9mm size end mill and just cleaned it up just to get it down to the bottom of the frame, and then gone back with a rotary tool. But I want to use a rotary tool for material removal as little as possible, or possibly not at all. But either way, okay, so here's the thing. We're trying to find a way to get as close to OEM quality on frames as you possibly can be. And these dudes, just like you said, are probably like snip, 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 buzz, 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 done. And maybe they consider that making a firearm because they're not putting parts in it. They're not test fitting it. They're not troubleshooting it, dealing with issues that, I mean, my problem is that they're being dishonest, and the FPC is like, I don't want to bruise my ego by talking about the time, because it shouldn't matter if it's 21 minutes, 21 days, or 21 seconds. And they're right. But the people receiving the question, the people receiving the arguments, don't see shit the same way that we do.
Right.
They need to just say, that is bullshit. That is a lie. There is absolutely no way that they did it in 21 minutes, but I understand why they're not. I'm just saying. It's just really frustrating. Yes, there you go. Get your coffee from Eagle Run, your boy Texas Parks
Or
Outlet.
the famous rich dark coffee.
The most delicious dark rich coffee.
If you
I'm just
turn the
kidding.
bag around, there's 2 labels on it. It says rich dark on one side and dark rich on the other.
Correct. No, it doesn't. It doesn't exist. But if you use code DARK, you will save, I think, 10% or something like that. And it's the best coffee. I've actually had a couple people. I shipped one for the giveaway, and then I had a couple people actually purchase some, and they said it is awesome. They're doing small batches. Okay, these dudes are dudes in the US doing small batches of roasts and then shipping them out to you right away. Like, I'm telling you, within 3 days I was drinking fresh roasted coffee from Texas. It was incredible. Okay, so dark, how
And don't
reliable?
order too much, because you need to leave some for us, because you can't make enough.
That's
So
right.
definitely don't order from him.
Don't order too much.
Yeah, only order what you're gonna drink. No, seriously. Oh, did dark go away also?
I just left when you did.
Uh-huh.
So Detective John Kimball says, Dark, how reliable? Hold on, let me plug this bad boy up. How reliable are the P80 jig drills holes to keep your pins straight? Kimball, are you talking about the factory P80, the red P80 jigs, like the ones made by P80? Are you talking about my jigs, or which one are we talking about here?
So
Eagle
if
Run
you do it on a
230
drill press, so there's 2 things. One, if you do it on a drill press, and 2, what I like to do is bring the head down, rotate it backwards, so I know I got it centered, and then lock it in, and then do the drilling. What are you saying?
No, I'm just listening.
And make sure you melt through the plastic.
Yeah, you want to be
if you don't do
spinning.
smoke and melting plastic dripping on your shoes or flip flops,
Yeah.
you're not doing it right.
You got to be running at like at least 75,000 RPM.
In
Tavino
fact,
says,
don't even use a drill bit. Just use like a stone.
yeah, toothpicks work pretty well too. He uses dikes. I've used a couple dikes in my day.
So
Tavino
I
says,
told my buddy I slept with this dike, and he said, "No, you didn't." I'm like, "Yeah, I did." You know, he's like, "No, you didn't." I'm like, "Yeah, I did." He's like, "Well, if you did, she's bi." And I'm like, "Oh."
oh, um, all right then. Tavino says, I cut the tabs
Drag
with
razor.
dikes, the channel as much as possible with dikes, and then I rotary the rest at slow RPM. Yeah, that's a good move.
What's he do as much as possible with dikes?
He's something he spends as much time with dikes as possible. I lost it.
Spends as much time with dikes as possible. What was that?
Sorry, not sorry. I'm very actually mad about this. My testosterone is fine. My neck was straight as a fucking board. Oh, this is great. BB Luminous, you can tell he just gets so mad about stuff, and it's so funny. P38 Wilberto, great to see you, my guy. Red Dawn Readiness, what's up, brother? Good to see you. I always train random mag loads, so I never know what's in there, so I have to react to Yep, facts. That's a very good move. Kimball, do each side by itself. Don't push through with the bit for both.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yes. You okay, so think of it like this. A lot of people think, oh, if I go through all the way, that'll make the hole super concentric because it's
perfect.
the same drill bit. No, don't do that. If you're doing this with a standard polymer 80 jig that does not bolt shut like the DLD jigs, I'm just saying, then you're going to want to tape off the jigs and keep them clamped on both
Yeah,
sides.
don't clamp them. Tape. Only
Yes,
tape the jigs, because if you
tape
clamp it,
them.
you're going to distort the jig.
Correct. If you're using a red polymer 80 jig, I have a whole wall of them over there, but I don't have one nearby. Let me see. I'd have to search to see which ones actually have jigs in them. But basically, like Rich was saying, to keep them shut on both sides, it's a clamshell with one tab on top. There's no guarantee that that's going to keep it closed, and you see the ends open up. But if you clamp them, if you use like wood clamps and like those little like things like wood clamps, you can literally push the jig off center and your holes will be totally off. You can come back from that, but you still you don't want to do that. So the best thing to do is to close the jig and then tape around the left side and then tape around the right side while mildly pressing it together. Not like super hard or anything. It's typically the best move. And then go through one side and then flip it over and then go through the other side.
And if you're doing it with a hand drill, use a guide. That you have a drill guide, so you know you're perpendicular.
You can, however, if you have the newer P80 drill bits, the phosphate ones, those things are short and they're too short to use with a drill guide.
Right.
So if you have the older ones that
The
are like
niblets.
super long, yeah. So I got the super long ones, and I actually found an incredible set of drill bits that are now dubbed DLD drill bits, and that's what I give with my jigs.
You should do all of like the product pictures on your deck.
That's a good idea. Get some natural light on my deck.
Mm-hmm.
Allegedly, I've heard of someone using a manual hand drill when the battery died on the power drill. Worked out great.
Anything's
Dang.
possible.
Dude, I literally have been tempted to do like one of the old school like
Yeah.
or like that. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Auger.
Yeah. I mean
Or is that a brace and bits? That's a brace and bits.
yeah, whatever it is, that thing. I mean I
Mhm.
think it's definitely
Amish, go Amish on it.
Yep.
That's where you should do an Amish build.
DLD After Dark, any experience
And
with
you know what? You know what's the
the
great thing about Amish people? Is you can make fun of them on the internet as much as possible.
Just don't do it in person.
They're never gonna know.
Hold on. Okay, so more beta prints asks, I know you did that. Any experience with the Cold Steel FGX series knives? They're fiber reinforced, metal free. Thinking of stashing in some places, flower pots, taped under car, etc. Yes, more beta prints. They are also excellent for the shower. So if you if you ever need some sneaky blades, these are great options. And this bad boy is super sharp. And I know it's just, carbon fiber reinforced nylon or whatever, but dude, these things are monsters. I had a third one that I literally just destroyed, stabbing the dog shit out of everything from
Hold on.
stacks of cardboard to wood. I tried to break glass with it. I went on a rampage, and I ended up giving it to a friend. It was like kind of eaten up, kind of chewed up. But dude, I mean, these are the butterfly knives, and they certainly work. And look at this. Look how thick this Tonto one is. It's great. And yes, it is completely metal free. They're made with FGX pins. FGX pins. There's literally no metal in this at all. A lot of people put them in flower pots. Most people have no idea what that is.
That's okay.
I don't know. Maybe somebody out there knows what that is.
Sport print does.
Sporty does, of course. Ayo. Here, hold it back up.
Oh, okay. Let's see if it would ever focus. No, it looks like it was focusing.
Kind of bring it to like an angle. Like bring that side, the charger side, angle it towards you.
It's so awful.
Other way. It'll show.
Yeah.
You giving up?
Give it up.
that easy.
Yep.
We'll see if anyone can fire off what that is.
Not a flipper.
Let's see.
Taco Syndicate's got it.
Oh yeah. Let's see. Chris Stevenson, what's up, bro? Just checking in, show love. Appreciate you, man. Yes, PAT. My bad. I'm super far behind. Dark, I just added you on X. I had a fun time with some edits on that AFT interview. Oh my gosh. Okay, I got to see that. Baptized in Fire, what's up, bro? You see my edit here. Hold on. DLD After Dark, you see my edit here.
Oh, they got a Barrett 50 on the table. I guess that's a ghost gun you can make at home also, right?
Sure.
They got a bunch of ARs. They got a blinged out. I guess that's a Glock. No, that's a night.
Yo, there's a Glock switch on that thing, bro. Oh my god. It's re-engaging the striker every time because of the Glock switch. No.
Oh.
No.
Oh, that makes it worse.
Yo.
I see a CZ Scorpion mag on that table, but I don't see a Scorpion. Oh, wait, is that a Scorpion?
I don't see the edits.
Oh, I think, wait. I think we got an appearance of a Safety Harbor brace. The collapsible stock on the Scorpion.
Dude,
Safety Harvard made the evidence table again.
He made the evidence table?
I think so, yeah.
Wow. Dude, Eagle Run. I don't see any edits, dude. What in the world? Oh, hold on.
Oh, okay, so they're talking ghost guns. They got a Barrett 50 BMG, and then they got like a saw on the table. If you're ghost gunning a saw or a Barrett, I need to know who you are.
Yeah, for real. All right, here's the full video. Shout out to Eagle Run 23. Hang on. Hopefully you guys saw this. If you didn't, God bless America.
Look at Teetlebug. He's just like, the bangy thing. You got to hit the bangy thing. Yeah, that is a switch. I didn't.
I don't think it's re-engaging the striker unless he's pulling it back too far, but I don't know, maybe.
Oh, that's funny.
The face on her is the best.
Oh yeah, and Deedlebug. He's like, them bangy thingy.
Okay, did you hear that at the end? Listen to this. He's gonna make you a new gun.
He's going to make a new gun for you.
He's gonna make a new gun for you, bro.
You mean you move the slide from one gun to another, and that's a new gun?
These
I make
people,
new gun. New gun I make.
they know absolutely nothing. Off
New gun I
topic.
make. New
Do
gun
you
I
all
make for you.
think P80 G150 gray will ever come back for sale? G150. What? Oh, is the G150 there? Are you talking the AR? No, that's the RL556. I don't know. Let me know, which one are you talking about? What drill press, portable, huge machine shop version? Have you used dikes on your deck? Wish I had all the dimensions. I would do it on the Bridgeport. Ooh, that'd be fire.
Is that a P80 Ralph frame?
Hold on.
Who's red frame? That's a 3D printed frame.
I think it's a Chairman One frame. Hold on. Let me. How can I not go? Okay, we're here. All right, full screen. Boom. All right, run it.
Let's see.
3D printed.
Yeah, it feels plastic.
Smooth, and you can see the lines of the 3D printer.
Oh, that's just
Oh,
like
he did rails up.
So again, no
that's
serial
just an
numbers,
FDMA.
no way to identify it. If you come to a shooting scene, first thing that ATF does is we want to know the history of the gun, trace the firearm, and
because
there's no
if it has
identifying marks on
numbers,
that
it doesn't
whatsoever.
do bad things.
Chris, can a person 3D print the entire firearm?
We do. There are some versions of firearms that you can 3D print. We do have an example here.
He
of a
asked
3D
that
printed,
like he.
revolver.
That looks like a staple gun, but that's an actual
It is
weapon.
an actual
22
So
caliber.
something,
Dude.
right? So, again,
How long
know.
does it take to make something like that?
depends on the printer and the.
Oh, did you see that? Go back. Go back. Mr. I am running the entire
3D printer.
federal anti-firearms. I'm
So
sorry.
again,
I mean
no serial
ATF.
numbers,
Watch him
no way to
hunt this
identify
over
it.
to
If
the
you
other
come to a
dude.
shooting scene, first thing that ATF does is we want to know the history of the gun,
It's all right. It's
trace
about to
the
come up.
firearm, and there's no identifying marks on that whatsoever.
So Chris, can a person 3D print the entire firearm?
We do. There are some versions of
He's
firearms
feeding.
that you can 3D print. We do have
Oh,
an
it's
example
such a
here
joke.
of a 3D printed revolver.
Look
Yeah,
at the
it's a
faces
staple
she
gun,
makes.
But that's an actual
It is
weapon.
an actual.
So this will do some damage.
Oh yeah, and that's deadly.
Oh,
You know how many crime scenes that's
again,
been found
How long
at?
does it take to make
Zero.
something like that?
Depends on the printer
See?
and the capability.
Go back 5 seconds.
The person.
Right.
I mean, this is such a staged event. First off,
Depends on the
he's like,
printer and the
I don't want
capability
to answer a
of
question.
the
I'll
person
pass it over
operating
to
the
the
equipment. But
professional here.
Some of these smaller switches, they can be printed in as little as 20 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah. The other
But that's
thing,
not a firearm.
that
It's an illegal
you
machine
have
gun.
to remember is when you have a switch. So when you have a conversion, one of these firearms that's converted to being fully automatic,
Mm-hmm.
right? That's not a shoulder firearm, right? That's a pistol like this.
It's not a
Right?
shoulder
I've seen
firearm.
these fellows, fire them at the range, and even some very experienced.
What?
there's
Wait. No, he's seen some fellows, when he's out sleuthing, doing ATF good guy shit,
Yeah,
pulling Glock switches off the street? No, he watched a YouTube video.
Yeah, or is he at Fat D taking that Fat
Right.
D watching him? Dude, these guys know absolutely nothing about this shit. They believe that they are informed on this shit and they know nothing. And the fact that you think a 3D printed Glock switch lasts more than a
First
small
off,
amount of rounds. And
well,
what is he saying? Sorry, real quick. Is he saying that shoulder fire machine guns are okay? But
I don't know what he was saying. He's
but
like,
pistols
it's
are
not
not?
shoulder. I don't know. First
You
off,
guys heard it here first. The director of the Gay TF just said shoulder fire machine guns are okay.
now, I'd rather have, if I had a choice of somebody shooting at me with a gun with a Glock switch on it or no Glock switch, I would pray that they had a Glock switch on.
Depending on how close they were.
Right. I mean, yes. Yeah. I mean, if you're 6 feet away, no. But if it's across the street, oh yeah.
huge. These guns aren't made to be automatic weapons, pistols like that, right? And so there's a huge kick up. You see people who
Which makes it safer. Which makes it safer. Unless there's an apartment building and a baby in the window.
Yeah, the whole
shoot up the ceiling at a
Chicago
range,
streets.
right? So what
Yeah.
happens in the neighborhood when a person does that? Right? What happens to the kid one block over, the
Mhm.
lady sitting on her porch, the innocent bystander walking around? This is an incredibly dangerous situation. There's a horrible video of a hero, a law enforcement officer in Houston,
All right, pause
who's
it.
going through a
Pause
door.
it. Okay. First off, I know what situation he's talking about, and what that dirtbag did was terrible. He shot at law enforcement officers coming into his house. And it's not he wasn't like a patriotic person that the agency just happened to come out. No, they had a warrant for his arrest and he just decided to dump a 33 round magazine out of his front door and he killed a police officer. But here's the thing. What I have a problem with right now is they have a table filled with illegal machine guns. Okay. I mean, not illegal in their possession because they're above the law. However, they have a table filled with illegal machine guns, but they have polymer 80s and 3D printed frames on the table. They are including polymer 80s and 3D printed frames in this table of evil firearms, ghost guns and machine guns. They're coupling them together.
I thought of it. I didn't actually say it, but probably the Barrett is a ghost gun, and so is the Saw a ghost gun because it had the serial
numbers
number
defaced.
round off. Yeah.
Yep. And I wonder where somebody would get a Barrett from. United States military.
Or the ATF when they get broken into.
Yeah, or Fast and Furious. Dude, who has a full auto saw just chilling? Please let me know. No, but for real, please let me know. Anyone that has a full auto saw, holler at me. No, just kidding. Yeah, go ahead, keep running it. Let's do this, and then we don't need to go over
one of these converted devices, and
the manifesto.
In the time it takes to say police with a warrant, right?
Mm-hmm.
This person murders this officer. It's just absolutely, terrifying.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, murder is bad, and also murder is illegal.
So, who was
murder's
the owner
illegal?
of this fancy piece of equipment here?
Yeah.
Well, the owner never received it, and ATF intercepted that. This is an example of we have a couple examples of some of the cartel desired firearms here
Can
on
I
the
pick that
table.
up?
Yes.
I'm sorry. Is
It's
this
clear.
is this the Virgin Mary?
Santa Muerta. That is the patron saint of the narcotics
Yep,
traffickers.
just flag
in
him
Mexico.
there. Point it. Yep.
There's a
Center
patron.
mass.
I'm sorry. There's a patron saint of drug traffickers.
Yes, that is something that they do.
Okay,
follow,
it's
some
a
of them,
patron
I went
saint
to Catholic school. Never
of
told me that.
whatever.
That is
doesn't matter.
pretty. So you see this? I mean, this looks like
Like Beetlebug also.
Like
this looks
jewelry.
like what is that?
A sickle.
A sickle?
Grim
There's an
Reaper.
owl. A
So
skeleton. Yeah.
so
it's a Grim
okay,
Reaper.
pause it because this is just bothering me now. So for you guys that don't know, Santa Muerte is not the patron saint of drug traffickers. Okay, Santa Muerte, which means death in Spanish, is the patron saint of death. And when these
Hmm.
guys give their life
Hmm.
to the dark side, they start praying to the saint of death to protect them. And that it is not just for drug traffickers. It's not. It is popular amongst the cartel, but I don't practice Santeria. I ain't got no
All I
crystal
gotta
ball.
say is this office is like a hoarder office. He's got a bin of photos behind. Look to the left of Doodlebug. The corner credenza is covered in crap, and there's like an open door, and there's like crap on a chair out there. It's like, who frames this and sets this up?
Dude, it is literally like grandma's house. Okay.
Yeah,
So hang on for a sec. So I got to pull this down for a second. I got to say, we got some breaking news. This just in. You heard it here first, folks. I'm just kidding. You guys can have. Oh, whoops. That's Rich. That's not me. Sorry, I clicked the wrong little balls. You guys can
Huh?
have your own Santa Muerte
Santa Muerte.
pistol.
That's
And
SantaMuerte.com.
this is a 92 knockoff, 92 FS knockoff, and currently this is for sale at
Gun
Big
Broker.
Mac Defense. So Big Mac Defense. Oh, I'm not supposed to say that. I forgot about that. Hit up Jonah. He will give you a massive Jonah, and he's got Santa Muerte stuff. So anyway, okay. Feel free if hold on. I like low swingers. Good to see you. Take America back. Talk
Are
is
these
in a
real
kid. They hang too low.
diamonds?
I don't know that they are. We'd have to ask. But I believe so.
How does someone have that made
You caught it.
and mailed?
There are jewelers that make, again, grips and things of that nature aren't regulated by ATF, but
But the
they do
answer,
make those
yeah,
things.
The answer, one of the, not to be sort of clever or flip about it, but one of the disturbing parts of the answer is not so much how somebody has it made, but where they have it made. And they unfortunately, most of the weapons that go to the cartels are made in the United States.
The Mexican government
And they-
constantly
Because
complains.
Mexicans
And
can't
they
make
flow
firearms.
south over the border.
Right.
ATF has 9 different task forces set up on the border in 7 different cities,
Correct,
working
Barton.
along with our partners. And we are every single day out there doing very dangerous things, risking our ATF agents.
Pause one more time.
Risking everything.
Do you mind if I just briefly quote Mr. Needleprick? Mr.
Mhm.
Needleprick.
Oh my God, he's got
What?
like the biggest jowls going on there.
Why did I not think to call him Needleprick earlier? Thank you, P38. 9 different stores at the border selling to
Oh
cartels.
well, when they had to take over for Fast and Furious when they shut that down.
He has 6 chins. It must be true. Okay, so get this. During this interview, he said the ATF is the only law enforcement agency dealing only in. Hold on, what was the term he used?
I think he said violent crime.
Yeah, I think
100%
he said violent crime.
But it doesn't matter. They could find an illegal gun at a traffic stop, and that's a violent crime. It's categorized that way.
But think about this though. First off, factually untrue. Okay. Secondly, can we actually just do a quick overview and find something that isn't a violent crime? We actually
white collar
deal.
crime.
He said we deal exclusively in violent crime. There is no such thing as violent crime when you are talking about. Did you say needle dick? Yeah, I said Mr. Needle Dick, or needle prick. There is no possibility of a violent crime being a possessory offense. A possessory offense, if that's the correct way to say it, it is absolutely impossible. Just like the same bullshit of possession of an illegal firearm. How can a firearm be illegal? There is no
Because it was
way.
brought over the border by a Mexican.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense. Anyway, yeah, sorry. I'll shut up. Go ahead and you can play it again.
To interdict these weapons. Our interdictions are way, way, way up from previously.
Because they were probably
But,
yours.
We talked about the problems of preventing weapons in the illegal commerce, even in the United States.
Mhm.
It is a very, very difficult problem here, and it's a very, very difficult problem in those Southwest border states and some other states about weapons flowing south. And we are out there every day. ATF agents are literally risking their lives.
Only the
playing cat
Mexican
and
is
mouse
illegal.
and cops and robbers with these horribly deadly people who worship death to try and slow the flow of arms to them also.
In addition to, like you see this 50 cal weapon here, which is a favorite of the cartels, and these are considered rifles, and they can be acquired by 18-year-old individuals. So pistols are 21 years old to acquire, but these larger, more desirable weapons, these 18 years old, and your normal background check.
Pause it real quick. So first off, shout out to whoever just placed the Goon Beam order. Hell yeah, thank you, appreciate you, love you. Have we moved on to talking about totally lawful serialized firearms now?
Well, that 18-year-olds could purchase things that look scary. Like you could actually get this beautiful Safety Harbor Firearms 50 BMG.
You know, these things make me feel unsafe. Just kidding. I actually feel way more safe when I'm surrounded by firearms. Bring it back about 30 seconds. I want to hear exactly what they say. I will not be looking at chat for a
Slow the flow
second.
of arms to them also.
In addition to, like you see this 50 cal weapon here, which is a favorite of the cartels, and these are considered rifles, and they can be acquired by 18-year-old individuals.
So it's
pistols
not
are 21 years old to
it's not a
acquire,
ghost
but
gun.
these larger, more desirable weapons, these 18 years old, and your normal background check and state requirements, and then you could walk out the door with these.
You can
That
just
seems
walk out the
incredible.
door
There
with
was
them.
debate about
What?
having the purchase age
You can walk out the door with
and
them.
result in
Didn't
the
go
legal
anywhere.
change.
But I would say this also, one of the things when I was in Las Vegas recently, I did an event with people in the firearms industry about this idea of straw purchasers. People, buying guns for other
this
people.
new
Some of
idea.
them domestically, but some of them buying guns that are going to end up with the cartels. And we depend on firearms dealers, many of whom are our first line of defense, who will pick up the phone and help us.
That we're
and
trying to
try
put out of
interdict
business.
this.
Yep.
And for those who aren't doing that, I hope and expect that as Americans, we will all do that. But those
This guy
aren't,
is so
somebody
awkward.
comes into your store in a border state and plunks down $12,000 cash money for one of these things.
Wait a second. Nobody's ever paid more than 12 grand cash for an object before?
Hold on. Let me finish. Let him finish what he's saying.
So that there's no credit card trail. My word, we hope that people.
Do you not know what a fucking 4473 is, you piece of shit, you disingenuous dirtbag? See, this is being viewed by millions of people. Most people,
So
all
my
they had to do was see the
father-in-law-
table.
watches this and thinks you can go to the Barrett 50 cal vending machine and slide in your $100 bills and it'll just shoot out a Barrett.
The thing is like right now I'm getting so pissed hearing this that like I'm starting to get stupid with the things I'm thinking in my head when he's like, "Oh, let's take a look at this." I'm like, "You're gonna take a look at that," you know? Like I'm
Right,
just like
right.
getting so petty and so
But
pissed off.
he doesn't exude that he's knowledgeable or cognizant of
Oh,
what's going on. I mean,
all
he
all
seems
he
slightly
has
more alert than Joe Biden.
all he all he has impressed me with so far is that he knows roughly how much
A Barrett
semi-auto
was.
50 BMG Barrett is. But
Yeah.
right now we've gone, you see how they're blurring the lines?
Oh yeah.
They're like machine guns, 3D printed Glock switches, Yankee Boogles, auto sears, these frames, these 3D printed frames, these ghost guns, these lawful guns that any 18-year-old can purchase and they can pay cash and leave the store. What do you think, we're gonna keep it there in a fucking locker? Like, no, of
Right.
course they can leave the store because
Right.
it's
I mean, in
property.
most like Florida has a 3-day waiting period unless you have a CCW.
That is absolute insanity. I cannot believe that that's a thing. But so they are blurring the lines on illegal machine guns, 80%ers and unserialized firearms,
Also, he
unpenetrated
said these are
receivers.
rifles, but there's an AR pistol there. But whatever.
Well, he did
When he
say
gestured rifles,
just in Needle Dick's defense, he said, you know, or no, the other guy said this actually, you have to be 18-year-old to get a rifle, and then he motioned to the AR pistol and said that you had to be 21 to get a pistol.
oh, did he?
Yeah, but they're blurring the lines on purpose.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Now he is saying someone can just walk in there with $12,000 cash and just walk out with no credit card trail. Forget that they had to do a 4473 background check that y'all developed, you guys designed, and you guys are harvesting all that information and keeping an illegal registry. But they can just walk out paying cash for a Barrett 50 BMG with no background check. And you know what?
Check
They
Fluffy's
should be
comment.
they should be allowed to. So I don't have comments up right now. They should be allowed to. There should be absolutely nothing that should stop or slow down anybody from procuring any level of protection that they want. Sorry, who's comment?
Fluffy Bunny. It says, "So if it scares me, fuck your rights."
Yes, exactly. Yep. Every street I drive on, I look for assault weapons lying there in the streets. Yeah. My guns still haven't murdered anyone either. It's crazy.
I'm like, I do have some scary firearms, and I don't know if I build, if I complete,
Scary to
I should
who?
say, if I build, when I complete this Gatling gun, will that be the scariest gun I own?
I mean, who are they scary to?
I don't know. My father-in-law.
Yeah. I don't think they're scary to anyone that sees them as they are. See, the difference is that we see guns as they are. We see guns as what they are intended to be, which are tools of self-preservation. And if we need to, tools to shoot tyrants in the face. They see them as the same way they saw the COOF. These
Mhm.
are the biggest
Oh,
epidemic. It's killing anyone and
hey,
everyone,
hold
and we
on.
got to
Show
find
the
a way.
shirt. Put me on single.
Hold on. We got to find a way for the government to intervene to be able to save us from this epidemic. You wear a mask for your protection. I carry a gun for mine. That's cool. Okay, continue.
Will help us as Americans and continue to help us and not make that sale and protect our safety. And
Why would
many
you not
are.
make the
I get
sale?
a
Right,
lot of tips
right.
from those dealers.
Why would you?
But
It is a
just sort of
lawful
a little
sale.
bit of a commercial for those who are going to be at the counter thinking about it. Do not let this happen. Please help us to stop this. We respect you. We
Stop
depend
what?
on you.
you need a 4473 and a credit card. So if you pay cash for a 50 BMG, which I actually did pay cash for mine, but it wasn't 12 grand. So if you pay cash for your 50 BMG and fill out a 4473, that's wrong. But if you pay with a credit card, that's okay.
Well, I don't know. I mean, he doesn't even really say, right? Because he's so
Or is it
uninformed. He
so?
literally doesn't know.
Do you know? I have two reasons why I got a 50. One, because they don't want me to have one. Two, it looks cool behind me.
And 3, it's an anti-material rifle that could take down an airplane. Oh, a bad airplane, a bad guy airplane, or a truck, or a just bad things. Or you could crack the target at 1,400 yards away for funsies.
Yep.
But guys,
Please,
look,
as
I know
firearms
as we're
dealers,
talking
help
about
us
this,
to
please
stop this.
understand
these
that none of
widely
us
sold by
advocate
firearms dealers?
violence in any way at all
Because
whatsoever,
who else is the customer?
unless it's
Right,
shooting
well,
tires in the face.
Oh, wait, hold on. Hold on. She says because who else is the customer? If I could buy a saw, I'd buy a saw.
Oh, for sure. That's if I was allowed to. You could buy a saw for under $5,000. Like if it was just based, maybe more, but as opposed to the $180,000 that you can get belt feds for, you're not buying them. Poor people are not buying machine guns.
Right. So
And if
Fluffy
any,
asked, how manageable is the recoil on the 50? The brake is highly effective.
yeah,
It's I mean it's more than a 308, but it's not like you're not going to be bruised or hurt or anything like that. Again, proper carriage of the device, you won't hurt yourself.
you feel it for sure. Like you feel it, but it's
It's
exhilarating.
the worst thing is keep your mouth closed because your teeth are going to hurt.
Yeah.
If you're smiling when you shoot it, that's not good.
Yeah, yeah. Either open your mouth or clench your teeth when you shoot it.
For those who are going to be at the counter thinking about it, do not let this happen. Please help us to stop this.
Please help them
We
stop
respect you,
lawful
we depend
trans.
on you. Please, as firearms dealers, help us to stop this.
Are these widely sold by firearms dealers?
Right.
Because who else is the customer?
Well,
He was like,
that look, it's a lawful weapon, and so people do buy it. But if you're on the border and people are paying in cash, and there's all sorts of indicia that we try to train people at the counter to understand what might be a straw purchase. If the two people come into a store, and I don't want to stereotype, but it's a man and a woman, and the man is asking all about a particular weapon and which one is better and which one is whatever, and then it comes time to buy the weapon, and he calls the other person over and says she's going to do the paperwork and buy the weapon, right?
pause.
That's not,
Did you know that it is 100% lawful to have a husband and wife do paperwork together for a firearm because they are lawfully a singular unit? So if a man comes in and says, "Oh, I'm interested in buying a gay Kimber 1911," and they say, "Okay, sure, come on, take a look. We have so many gay 1911s," and they're like, talking, and he's like, "I want that one because of the gayness level," and then he's like, "I just realized that my driver's license is expired." If he is with his wife and they are actually legally married, the wife is legally allowed to do paperwork. I don't know if that is true in every single state, but in most states, that is correct. So what he just did is he told every FFL in the country that is in indicia. What he's trying to sound smart. He's talking about indicators of a straw purchase or an illegal procurement of a firearm. He also just said that somebody simply paying in cash.
Well, also he said I don't want to stereotype because you know what he was going for.
He was going to say something else. I'll tell you that. I don't want to stereotype, but if 3 Spanish dudes walk in and
If
in
they're not
Arizona,
white and they
yeah,
walk in at the border,
but they want the military age white male. Look at, he looks like a sucker. Oh God, he's like such a little needle prick, man. Oh, oh,
All sorts of alarm bells should be going off. If somebody goes into the store and then walks into the parking lot and you see them together in the parking, all sorts of bells and whistles should be going off, right? This is what we work with the gun store community on, trying to work together on this. And I do think, look, a lot of people need to understand there's a lot of people out there who are willing to help.
he uses a lot of
Right?
words, but
But there's
says
some who
very
aren't.
little.
And these
yep.
cartels and these criminals, they find the ones who are either willing to help them or maybe a little naive and not ready, and they take advantage of it.
Understood. Well, thank you for sharing all this with us.
Uber gay.
It's very educational. Thank you.
And I'm scared. I'm gonna cry.
Go to that top fascination, top middle right.
Thank you for making time and welcoming us here.
Thanks for having me.
Doodlebug.
So President
This
Biden
is where
said
Needle
this
Prick
week
talks
that the
about
U.S. had
gay
one of the
stuff.
lowest rates of all violent crime in more than 50 years. But there was a caveat. He said violent crime is up a bit. Why?
So if you look at 2023 saw a precipitous drop in violent crime and in gun crime in particular, in about 175 cities, as they measure double-digit percentage reductions, both in homicides and in non-fatal shootings. I was in Baltimore a few weeks ago with the law enforcement there, and it was like almost a 20% drop in homicides. But look, to me, the caveat is that for many years in this country, we've had a very serious gun crime problem, and we are the outlier among almost all Western modern nations, and not the outlier in a good way. If you compare that's not just any 1 year, it's over decades. If you compare our gun crime rate, gun crime deaths, let's say, to Great Britain, where our legal forefathers came from, right? We have the same amount of gun crime as they have in a year, not gun crime, let's say gun deaths in a year. We do it every day. One day in the United States.
But guns are illegal in England.
He took that book that says if you nod your head yes while you talk to somebody, that it affirms your position way too far.
Oh, is that what he's doing? You mean it's not Parkinson's?
I mean, it might be. I mean, I'm not going to say what I was just about to say. Lord, forgive me. Okay, so pause that real quick. He is so inauthentic, disingenuous.
Oh yeah. Yes.
So pause. I am not talking about the information that he is giving for firearms. That is all of those things and worse. Okay, but just him
his
and
delivery.
his energy, his delivery, he's
like,
so
I have no
frank.
idea what I'm doing. I'm lying to you right now. I'm reading a script. Somebody else told me what to say.
Yeah, but that's exactly right. And if I sell it hard enough that they'll believe me, probably. Now, when it comes to, is he giving information to actively and intentionally like maliciously changing people's perspectives, or is he just so tarded that he just literally doesn't know what he's talking about? And I'm really having a tough time figuring out which one.
I think the shame of it is that it's not the best and the brightest that are governing us. It's we got Hank Johnson that thinks Guam is going to flip over if too many people go to one side of the island. We got Sheila Jackson Lee said an AR-15 weighs as much as 4 moving boxes.
10 boxes if you were moving.
No, is whatever.
It
shoots a 50 caliber round.
She was probably talking
that one does. That one does.
But she's just so tarded that She just literally doesn't know. You know what I mean? She has nothing to compare it to. But here's the issue. If we're talking about something that most of us here are highly knowledgeable about, okay? We're talking about something that most of us are very passionate about. And we're talking about something that we have more knowledge than most people. And I'm not trying to, you know, have a circle jerk here. I'm just saying that this is not their thing, but they've been forced in the place of it being their thing. So
Yes.
I get it. Yes, we know more than them, and all of that shows. But man, if I was put in a role to become some type of in some leadership role to
Just
be
buy
in charge of
Soldier of
something,
Fortune magazine on your way to the hearing and flip through it. I don't know.
dude, I know.
Buy the oversized coffee table book of world guns.
Something, dude, something. There is no way that I'm meeting, 22-year-olds that
Could you
started
imagine?
shooting in 2020, bought their first gun in 2020, that knows so much more than this dude.
Could you imagine if during the hearing they said, "Could you tell me the difference between striker fire and hammer fire?"
Oh, dude, it's
They'd be like,
impossible. He'd be like, "So a hammer, you take a hammer and a nail and you start a fire." Like the dude literally knows nothing. He would sell it though. He would sell it to where we would just be
those
laughing our asses
are
off.
methods of igniting the primer, and just different types of methods. One
Now
for
I'll tell
striking,
you
one for
that
hammer.
there are certain Russian ammunitions and ammunitions from the
And
Eastern
the
Com Block area that
30 caliber clip.
tend to have harder primers, but unfortunately, you won't see any of that ammunition because we've put a sanction in place that takes all of your cheap, good ammo. So there's that. Like the dude doesn't. Sorry. Okay, we'll go back to it.
Not be acceptable to the American people.
Because that statement that, violent crime is down, a lot of people don't feel that way, certainly.
Nope.
Because
I
they're
look at
fluffing the numbers.
look. I mean, data doesn't lie.
Yeah.
Oh, yes,
It's
it does.
down. But I just think the bigger issue that we're facing as a country is what can we do to try to tackle violent crime in the long run, and especially violent crime committed with firearms,
Mhm.
which we are way, way out of step with so many of our peer nations.
Pause
and this is a
again.
problem that-
Oh, Lord help me. Rich, how many people died in 2023 with because the big deal is what firearm do they say all these mass shootings are the number one leading cause of death in all children ages 1 to 1,000. Okay, what is the one gun that they're going after like crazy?
AR-15.
The AR-15. Okay, now they say that is the tool of the mass shooter. It is an implement of war. It does not belong on the streets. How many people did this epidemic of black rifles slaughter in 2023?
I believe less than 586 because that was all long guns.
561.
561? Okay.
That was very close. I'm impressed. 561 people were murdered in 2020. Actually,
So by anything that
not
wasn't
murdered.
a pistol.
Correct. Well, no, not technically not, but 561 people were killed, not murdered. I said that incorrectly. I misspoke. They were killed by rifles. All rifles
Could have
in
been a
all
hunting accident.
existence.
Could have been a bolt action, Remington 700
A
hunting accident.
22. It could have been a shotgun with a rifled bore shooting slugs. Right? It could have been any rifle. All fucking rifles. Every single rifle in existence. Every single person that was killed by a rifle in 2023, not AR-15s, 561 people. Now, Rich, could you pull up the search browser of your choice?
Yeah, hold on. And let's see. I'm gonna share this tabby.
Dang,
Right.
Lightning McQueen said, "How many did doctors kill?" Oh,
Ooh, you're like
So-
12,000 times more likely to die from a medical malpractice than a firearm.
I would say let's look up either vehicle deaths, um, Anything, you pick it. You pick it. Vehicle deaths.
Well, my favorite is swimming pools.
You know what? I'm curious about overdoses because that's what 100 a day.
Holy cow! 109,000
Okay, so clearly
month and year. Wait. No,
the
is
epidemic
this
here.
monthly?
The epidemic here is guns. Rich, can't you see
It's
it?
You're telling me 109,000 people die a month?
That can't be true. No,
Let's see.
I thought it was over 100 people in the country a day.
Hold on. I'm not sure how to read that chart.
Percentage change in predicted month ending provisional courts drug overdose deaths. Okay, hold on. I can't. It's so small. I can't even see it. Due to
Yeah, let's see if I can find some. Okay. United States. Completeness of 12-month ending provisional drug count overdose deaths related to final counts from 2019. I have no idea what that even means.
After 6 months lag. What?
I don't even know what that means.
Oh, hold on. Go back up. Okay, pause there real quick. Alabama. Oh my goodness. Alabama 95.6 in January, 100 in Alaska, 98.3 in Arizona, 100 in Arkansas, 89.2 in California, 100 in Colorado, 84.3 in Connecticut, 100 in Delaware, 100 in the District of Columbia, 96.5 in Florida, 94.9 in Georgia, 78.2 in Hawaii. That's impressive considering how many people move there to become junkies. Beautiful place to be a junkie. 100 in Idaho, 95.7 in Illinois, 97.1 in Indiana, 96.4 in Iowa, 98.8 in Kansas, Kentucky, 98.8. Scroll down. I mean, honestly, just looking at that alone, okay, we don't even have to continue. Actually, go to Virginia, 99.2. So
includes New York City. So they're fudging the data.
I'm curious why none of them are over 100. There's something that we're missing here, but
yeah, I don't know what the data is. You know, the way they describe the data, it's not actual deaths.
So table 1, completeness of 12-month ending provisional courts of drug overdose relative to final counts from 2019 after 6-month lag by reporting jurisdiction and ending month. Okay, clearly, could we say that there are more fentanyl deaths than all rifle deaths?
I think what they're talking about is this is the completeness. How complete? I don't think that's the count. Yeah, I don't know if this is good data here. Overdose prevention strategy. See, I don't think they want to give us the numbers. How did I get here?
I mean,
6 more rows.
I just heard the other day on so it's actually something I'm going to talk about on another stream, but I literally just heard 2 days ago that over 100 people a day die, not overdoses, die in the United States per day from fentanyl. Like verified. But I don't have access to the data. I'm just assuming that the information that I received was correct, but it's unverified. So I plan on It's all good. So 281 drowning deaths, the National Drowning Report. Okay, so let's look at vehicle crashes. I mean, I guess we don't even need to tell you guys. You guys know this. This is all. Whoa. 44,450. Okay. All right. So slight change in the numbers there. Let's look at accidental deaths. 1,886 fatalities in car accidents, 99,393 total injury crashes. That's Florida 2023 car accident statistics.
Ooh, that's just Florida.
Type US, yeah. Almost 20,000 people died in the US. Those are motor vehicle
In the
crashes.
first half of 2023.
Yeah, which sounds about right since it was like 44,500 roughly. Accidents or unintended injuries.
Where is it?
Oh, that's the CDC. I don't trust anything that they say.
Whoa, 224,000 accidental deaths.
Oh, you know what? This may skew what we're looking at here because could opiate overdoses be
An
included
accident.
in accidental deaths?
Poisoning deaths, 102,000.
I would say it's likely that those are included. So let's not.
Unintentional falls, 44,000. Holy shit.
Wow. Now let's look at this.
Whoa. Related facts. Drug overdose. Where's the hard data?
Hold on. Go. Oh, related fast stats. All injuries, drug use, self-inflicted injury. What does it say? Is that
It says 106,000.
number of drug overdose deaths? Data are for the U.S. mortality, but for what? Oh, drug overdoses
Overdose.
per 100,000. So it's kind of like a per capita
Well,
is
so they're saying it's
32.1.
32.
Yeah, 32.1 per 100,000. Okay. So we're not really using this for like a per capita search. So they're saying in 2023, the number of drug overdose deaths was 106,000 and some change. That's just usage. So then let's look this up. Let's look up suicides, all suicides.
$48,000.
48,000. So there is a huge link to a lot of popular medications that are on the market and suicides. Lack of medication, being over medicated, or being put on the wrong medication, or just people chewing up SSRIs like candy. Now, do me one more favor. Suicides in the year 1950. You may have to go back to the internet search bar. If you're on a different page, we can't see it. Oh, okay.
Whoa, it's like almost triple. So it says per 100,000. So it says 12.5 all ages. So it was 30 something. It was, low 30s. So it's almost not quite triple.
So you're telling me that only a third of it would be so we're
30 and
300.
100,000.
Yeah, we're 300% increased with suicide. Man, this is such interesting information. You see how we find stuff out like this? This is interesting. So it couldn't be anything that's changed with the times, with money, with society, with drugs, chemicals, SSRIs. terrible things like fentanyl. I don't know, but here's what I'll say: the guns are not the problem. The guns are not the problem. If we pull up right now all shooting deaths, knowing that more than 60% are suicides, and knowing that a vast majority of the remaining ones, or the mass shootings, are kids in Chicago and LA, and all over the country. I want to just say those areas, but mostly these famous ideology hellholes. The majority of the excuse that they're using to take our tools that are protected.
Well, it's 2020.
That they're saying that is the excuse to take our tools that are supposed to be protected by our Constitution, that are given to us. These are our natural rights. Okay, we are born with these rights. We know with certainty that they don't want the guns. I mean, the fact that we need to take your protection to keep you safe. How could that ever make sense? We need to take your protection to keep you safe. That is just utter insanity. I was gonna say we could go back to needle prick, but oh, I'm sorry, guys. I was not even looking at chat. My apologies. No, gangland shootings are not mass shootings, but what happens is any shootings where...
But if you're a gang member and have a mass shooting and you're under 18, they won't use your name.
No, of course not. What they do...
Well, I would say.
Let me pull this down for a sec. So what
they
do...
It's not, Steven or Justin or Brad or Stan.
Bradley, Patrick, Joshua. So what they do is any shooting where 4 or more people were hit, I think they may even be using 3 or more people were hit now, that is a mass tragic event that gets cataloged in the same data as these mass tragic events, which is absurd. It's completely different. Is that a suicide rate or raw? That is a per capita count, so that is based on 100,000. So it takes into consideration the growth, the population, all that stuff. And I did not see this. Somebody joined. We got a new member. Hey, Live Life is welcome back to being a channel member. I appreciate you, my guy. So is the population. So this is taken account for the population. So this is a per capita rate. So the other rate was a per capita of like 31.5 or 32.5 or whatever. This is a per capita rate of 12.5. But here, what my whole thing with bringing all this up was that it is a lie. We know it is a lie, right? We have 60 people in here. I would be willing to bet that aside from the 6 federal agents that are watching us right now, all of us truly believe that this is a lie. They do not want to take your implement of protection to keep you safe. I have always said that the only reason the government would want to take your guns is if they're going to do something that you would be willing to shoot them for. All right, is that how? No, it's shoot them for. No, if they're going to do something that you would shoot them for. That's what I mean. Live Life, I appreciate you. Let's see. Hey, I reminded my buddy at work yesterday. Do you know what the difference between mechanics and doctors is? Doctors bury their mistakes. Oh, wow. Let's see. China is definitely flooding us with fentanyl, but our government is facilitating its delivery 100%. This is an accumulated effort between the government and the CCP and the cartel. And what you cannot tell me that the government is not working with the cartel. I would say likely directly. any way for these people to get money and power, I'm sure that they're working with them. Why else would they just open the fucking border and let people run in? It's insanity. All rifles combined represent only 3.2% of homicides since 2007. I would bet that maybe 20% of those are done with ARs of any type. Yeah, I think that's probably a good ballpark. Is that a suicide rate or raw count? The population has increased since 1950. No, it has not. I'm just kidding. We already addressed that. It was a per capita. So for people that aren't aware of like what the per capita piece of this of the data is instead of taking information in the 50s and information in 2024 or 3 and saying, oh my goodness, it's different, it's more, well, of course it's different because everything else has changed. Population has changed, technology has changed, mortality has changed, people are dying at different ages, people, food is different, how diets, healthy, whatever, like everything is different. So what they do is they take an average per 100,000 from the 50s and an average per 100,000 for 2023, and then compare the two. So it's still, the data is still usable. Population control is what it all, yeah, for sure. Absolutely not. There were what's up, Playboy? There were 806 overdose deaths in San Francisco alone in 2023 and 647 in 2022. That's just for San Francisco. Did you hear that?
That's pretty nuts,
806 overdose deaths in San Francisco alone in 2023, 647 in 2022, and that is just San Francisco. That's insane.
So you're saying almost 3 people a day.
Yeah, that's insane. That's jerking it while choking yourself. Yeah, don't do that. Estimates of the mortality rate of autoerotic asphyxia range from 250 to 1,000 deaths per year.
Oh, hey, it's Sugar Tits.
Oh, hey, Shuggy Titties. I'm sorry. Hey, hey, Erica. So almost as many deaths from the hang and tug as from rifles. Search FBI NICS month, year, PDF. Not unless you're right. We'll come back to it. They don't want us safe. They want us divided and fighting each other, of course.
Amen.
Or Kyle. Yeah, it's a white name. Your name, what's up, bro? Or release our info. Yeah, really what they want is they want all the FFLs, they want the Ubers. They want the out of business records. They want to take the information and they want to put it in their database so they can find out what they're like, well, we need the FFLs to be in business for us
So
to
if
exist.
they
No, you
put
don't.
the the FFL out of business, they get their records
Correct.
and they build their database.
You just said what I said with an accent. I'm just kidding. The end is near, beware. Oh, hold on. Take America Back. The amount of conspiracies is now like Disney World. Can't cover them all in one day. I know. It's crazy. The end is near, beware. What's up, brother? Serial killer may be responsible for up to 10 times as many U.S. deaths as previously estimated, according to a criminologist at Indiana University, Purdue University, Indianapolis. 1,832 victims a year. Whoa. Dang, that's crazy. The background check numbers are staggering. Times are tough. We're under attack. The angles there are coming at us are numerous. Yep. You filed of serials or ghost guns. Oh yeah. Okay. So I know I'm super far behind on chat. So basically, what they're doing is they are in a very disingenuous and unauthentic and in not a very authentic way. They're taking legal firearms that were stolen and then had the serial numbers defaced, and they're saying those are ghost guns. Those are not ghost guns. You could pop a slide off of a Glock and then find the cage numbers, and they have anyone out there. You have a Gen 5 Glock, pop it open, detail strip it. Look on the inside of the frame. There are QR codes, cage
Hold on.
numbers.
You got to look at Erica's comment. I think she's planning something, and I think we need to advise her against this.
I don't see.
Go
I
by
see
comment.
LOL, hey.
No. She says, so, BBC, a question I have been thinking about lately. If a civil war happens, what will they do with the people in prison? I don't know if that's the way you want to get mad at.
Oh, yeah, no. So BBC a question. What does she mean BBC a question?
You don't know what a BBC is?
Is she talking big black Cocker Spaniel?
I don't know what she's saying.
If a civil war happens, you will experience exactly what you think we're going to experience, which is every man for themselves. And some people will be let out. Some people will be stuck in. Some people will probably pick up some keys off of a corpse of a corrections officer and get out. Matt is one of the dudes that would get out. He would find a way to get out. He would hide under a mattress until all the zombies, get into one cell block, which later on would end up being where, Rick and Carl and Michonne and all them, camp out at. But he would find a way to get out. He's a smart mofo. And remember, jail only keeps you in and prison only keeps you in when they have active security watching you, keeping you there. When you're just left there, and you can do whatever you need to get. You can get out. You can get out, bro, for sure. Let's see. Oh my gosh, not BBC. Might be a different issue. Yeah, it could be. It could be. They would be promised freedom for fighting against their fellow Americans like us, or left to rot. Oh, wow. You know what? When they lose half the military and law enforcement, that's probably going to be true. All right, I got to go ahead and shut it down. I said I was only going to stay for an hour, maybe two max, and here we are. So, guys, thank you so much for all the support. DLD Hardware is back up. I finally have it back up. And I'm introducing a new segment to, or a new category to DLD Hardware, which is parts. So like things like, super rare gray P80 slides that were machined by Steel City Arsenal. Don't tell anyone that. I don't know that, so don't say that. That literally match the exact same color as the gray frames. Super dope. Cobalt P80 slides that match the cobalt frames. Barrels, DLD barrels. All sorts of stuff, all sorts of parts, and then of course, jigs, merch, tools. The punch kits, super dope. Also support the companies that support us, like Gideon Optics, PR Triggers, Tack Knives. If you use code Dark Attack Knives, you get 20% off. They got a whole bunch of fire, bro. Their new folding knives are like massive. They're cool as hell, and they're like dirt cheap. And if you get 20% off on top of that, dang, dude, that action looks slick. Did somebody fix that for you?
Yeah, he did some custom filing on it.
Dang. You must have some really good friends.
Yep, but they only let me sleep on the couch now.
Oh, that's a shame.
And you can pay cash and walk out of the store with one of these.
Can you believe it? Actually, you got to order it. I mean, I don't even think they have a storefront. They might have a storefront. Swing. Thanks, DLD After Dark, Flying Rich, and everyone in the chat. And remember to like, share, and comment after the live stream ends. Thanks, Mike McClune.
Dang, look at that guy. I think Kurt 24 is out of a job.
I know, right? He's crushed.
Eric is asking if you got your store open.
So I do finally have DLD Hardware back up, but it is not totally up. It's been so much, like a tremendous amount of work.
It's taken
And
Dark 2 weeks to get it up, and it's still not hard up.
yeah, and it's only up because of Jonah. That was good. Yeah, so DLD Hardware is up. I can finally, literally, sugar tits, as of today, I can accept credit cards. Like, that's how long it took me to get my merchant services back up. I don't have all my products up, right? I got so much that I'm not, and then I got all these packages I got to get out. Oh my goodness. I'm backed up. I'm backed up. It's crazy. And I'm super tired. And I got a whole bunch of stuff I got to do. I got to get so, but I'm grateful the orders came through. I just got to get caught up, get them out, and take care of my peeps. So, look, I appreciate all you guys. Before we wrap up, it is not through Shopify. It is a totally separate, standalone website, and then I have totally separate merchant processor, payment portal, and credit card processor, and everything is totally separate, standalone, and it's cool. DOD, when you get a chance, check out Half Breed Knives MIL folder. Okay,
Mill folder.
mill folder. I will. Hearsay highway is backed up. DLD After Dark, add authority to your ending with Ephesians 4:23. All right.
There it is. And be renewed in the spirit of your minds.
Dang it. I'm still pulling it up.
Well, it takes you 2 weeks.
I from 7 to 8 p.m. I literally did a Bible study using StreamYard with a couple folks.
Oh, cool. Cool. I was doing biblical citizenship.
Nice, man. That's awesome. Thank you guys. I appreciate you. I appreciate all you guys. And look, like we always say, we're living in tumultuous times. It's crazy. And right now is the time to get right with your family and to get right with God. And of course, yes, everything else, prep. You want to prep. You want to prepare by, do whatever you want to do. But one of the things that I've found myself challenged with is, how do I prepare for my family and myself in the future and not do it in a very worldly or vain way, right? Because if a man loves the world, the love of the Father is not in him, right? Lust of the flesh, lust of the eyes, lust of the world. I don't want to be preparing to extend the amount of time that I'm spending in a world that I'm not supposed to love. It's a really interesting paradigm, but also it is totally holy to preserve yourself. It is totally holy to preserve your life and, preservation of your life and any other innocent life of others around you. So just find the balance. That's all that I'm saying. It's very easy to fall into this, weird place. So,
Well, two things. One, the Ten
Zane,
Commandments
thank you. Appreciate you
do
coming and
not
hanging out.
say "Thou shalt not kill." It's "Thou shalt not commit murder" is the actual translation, proper translation. Also, Jesus said, "If you do not have a sword, sell your cloak for a sword."
Mm-hmm.
So you should be able to defend yourself and your family, of course. I just dumb observation that Barrett 50 has iron sights on it. No scope.
Of course it does, because they bought a $12,000 Barrett 50 BMG. Oh, that's
Can't
awesome.
afford the ammo. Can't afford the scope.
Yeah, why? I mean, why would you do? They literally went and bought it. They
All
used
right.
our money, our taxpayer money. Sorry, I had a hair in my beard.
There's no ammo on the table. They really at least needed an inner 50
Dude,
BMG round.
they had a 40-round KCI mag next to the AK. Okay, they're not blowing all sorts of money. Look, it's a joke. It is a joke. We are all being taken advantage of. Excuse me, and we are all the one. Look, I'm going to be real. It is military age males that are armed that they want to neutralize. You are now the enemy. We pulled the numbers tonight. We pulled the numbers and we looked at, okay, people killed in people killed by rifles. Now maybe that's skewing the data. Maybe we need to look at people killed in mass shootings, right? Because that would likely be more. Maybe, I don't know. But then we pull up information of fentanyl overdoses or drug overdoses, accidental deaths, vehicle accidents, all this. It is crazy. I mean, like hundreds of times worse. So why is it you have to give up your protection to be safe? No, we're not going to do that. We're not going to play that. And I will sell my cloak and I will enjoy my sword. So there you go.
I found the wrong verse. So Mo Baby Prince says, Ephesians 4:32, be kind and compassionate to another, forgiving each other, just as in Christ God forgave you. Wow.
Is that crazy how like similar that is to what I say at the end of every single stream? Oops, sorry. Be kind, compassionate to one another, forgive each other just as in Christ God forgave you. That's crazy.
Yep.
Does anyone have a comped Glock? Does anyone know if they prefer the PMM competition comp versus HC95? Harrington comp, the HC has set screws and side holes. The PM top only and no screws. It depends on what your preference is and what you want to do with it. Because if you want something that's comped to run on your gun belt, if you're rocking like a Safari Land, you may have some issues with that. I don't know. I personally, after having a bunch of different guns, having some comped guns, having some ported guns, I just kind of want to run a standard Glock. When it comes to EDC, I'll carry a Polymer 80 all day. I'll carry a gun that I built all day, as long as the gun has proven itself to me. When it comes to gear that I'm actually running, like a gun belt or plate carrier or like kit, as people call it, I'm probably going to be running an OEM gun, just because. Mostly because Safari Land holsters don't fit Polymer 80s. Aside from that, there are a bunch of my Polymer 80s that have proven themselves to me just as much as an OEM Glock. Isn't forced blunt objects murder the highest rate? It's higher than firearms, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
But it's kind of a weird one because blunt force is basically everything from like tools, hands, feet, all sorts of stuff. So it's difficult because anyone can skew any data towards whatever agenda they want to promote. So of course we want to, and this is why we're bad guys, because we want to promote positivity and firearm ownership and living healthy lives as men and finding God and being good people, being good, compassionate people, and that's bad in this day and age. That's bad. That's evil. So my Rogue Gunworks is Cali legal. Nice, man. Good for you. All right. Anything else you want to say before we head out, Rich?
No. Let's pop this cherry.
All right, Rich wants to pop the hymen. We are going to go ahead and wrap up. Look, I appreciate all you guys so much. If you could do me a favor, click on the description. You will find a link in the description, and you will see that there is a link tree, and there's also a bunch of different links in there that support the channel, but they also support you, the viewer, because you can you get a bunch of discounts on stuff. Goonbeam, use code DARK, you save money. You can get crazy weapon mounted lights, even these blue ones, green ones, white ones, standard white ones, yellow ones, red ones. Goonbeam is coming out with some crazy stuff. The green is absolute fire. I'm putting the green one on my green Gazi Super Duty. Tack knives, bro. Support tack knives. Honestly, this guy's has just been awesome, and I'm going to be giving some tack knives away. Remember, if you submit a picture with any DLD merch and knives, guns, builds, gear, anything, just make it a dope pick with some DLD merch, and you're going to be entered in a giveaway to win a whole bunch of stuff: optics, knives, gear, medical stuff, all sorts of stuff we're going to be giving away. Yeah, Gideon Optics, PR Triggers, JSD, all the guys. Just check out the links, guys. Okay, and yes, DLD Hardware is my website. It is my business, and I am going to be adding a whole bunch of stuff. So you Glock lovers and you builders are going to be able to go there for some dope ish. And on that note, we'll close out with the same things that I close out with every single live stream. Now, it is up to us as individuals to determine what your own standards and expectations of yourself are. Some of the standards that I like to share every time I close one of my live streams is some of the rules that I use, which is rule number 1, be kind. It's so important that we're kind in everything that we do. That brief interaction that you have with somebody else could have a massive impact on their life, so be kind. Excuse me. Rule number 2 is to live a life of care, compassion, contribution, give to others. When you bless others, you become blessed, because the hand that's open to give is open to receive. Rule number 3, because we know the only way for us to defeat evil is with good men skilled in violence. Make sure that you're becoming as highly skilled in violence as you possibly can be, and be safe, be dangerous, and keep that thing on you. And when I say keep that thing on you, I mean carry a handgun for 23.5 hours a day or more. Keep your gun on you. Keep your gun on you in the house. Keep your gun, train, go shoot as much as you can. Become as highly skilled in violence as you possibly can be. Be safe, be dangerous. I'll see you all in the next one. Love y'all. Peace. Bye, Rich.